Hello all, welcome to part 31 of JavaScript for Beginner series. In this session, I am going to explain and practically show how abstraction is possible in JavaScript. So let's get started. First of all, what is abstraction? Abstraction, in simple terms, is a way of hiding the implementation details or irrelevant details and only showing the required ones. That's what is abstraction. If I give a proper example or real world example for this abstraction, you will understand the abstraction in a better way. For example, guys, everyone see a car on the road, right? We all see cars on the road. There are several cars going on the road, right? But when you see the car, do you see the engine inside the car? Or let's say you are the owner of this car. Okay. When you start the car, do you know how the car is really started? You just turn on the key. That's how the car is started. Or internally, what is happening? Do you know? No, right? Lot of things have been hidden from you. Okay. You just drive the car, you change the gear, okay, you fill the petrol, all these things you are going to do. But internally, what's happening, where the petrol is going, or how the engine is getting started, how you are able to increase the speed, decrease the speed, all these details are hidden from you guys. Okay, you're only bothered about how to use the car, but how the car is really working inside is hidden. So here, if you consider this car example, not everything is okay, not everything is kind of displayed for you, right? You don't see how the engine is working internally, okay, right? Everything is not kind of open for you. You only know how to use the car. So this is a simple example of an abstraction, guys. Okay, hiding the implementation details or irrelevant details and only showing the required ones. Okay, car is a perfect example for that. Okay, now hope guys you are able to understand what is abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the implementation details and only showing the required ones. Okay, showing the required ones. Now let me practically demonstrate this abstraction for you guys, how it is possible in JavaScript. Now you understood the concept. Now let me make it practical for you. For that, I'll open this Visual Studio Code IDE, and as usual, I'll create a sample JavaScript file, say demo.js. Inside this JavaScript file, I'll create a constructor function. In the last session, I explained what is constructor functions and all, how to create and all. If you are not aware of this constructor function, just refer back to the previous session, guys. Okay, where I explained about the constructor functions in detail. Now for now, I'm directly creating the constructor function here, say car. Okay, and here I'll receive the color of the car, cost of the car, and mileage of the car. That's it. Okay, here inside this, I'll say this dot color is equal to color, semicolon. This dot cost is equal to cost, semicolon. This dot mileage is equal to mileage. Done. Okay, now let's say there is one more variable, guys. Okay, apart from these three variables that we are receiving from outside, there is one more variable inside this constructor function, that is this dot. Okay, uh, price increase every year. Okay, price increase of the car for next year or whatever, otherwise I'll say price increase. Okay, price increase next year is equal to, I'm just giving some 20,000. Okay, let's say the company of this car, okay, the company of these cars are planning to increase their price by 20,000 every year. Okay, let's assume that. So this thing, guys, is internal one, guys. Okay, this one is internal. No one should change this value. Only the company people should change this value. Okay, like that kind of. Now, guys, we have created like this. Now let's create some functions, guys. How to create functions inside this constructor function? You have to give the name of the function first. Let's say the name of the function is get car details is the name of the function is equal to as a function. Okay, this is how we create the functions in constructor functions. Okay, now I will say console.log of, I'll print out all the details. I'll say color of the car is plus this dot color. Then console.log cost of the car is plus this dot cost. Then console.log of mileage. Okay, mileage of the car is plus this dot mileage. Okay, this dot color, this dot cost, this dot mileage. 3 things are done. Now this thing is kind of should be hidden, guys. Okay, let's assume that this particular property should be hidden, and these are the required details that people can collect and all those stuff. Okay, color, cost, mileage, they can know, but they should not be able to access this one. Okay, people should not be able to access this one. Let's assume that. And here I'll create one more function. Say get car price of next year. Okay, otherwise get next year car price. Get next year car price. So here I'll just create this as a function. How to create this as a function is equal to function inside the constructor functions, and here I'll say console.log of this dot cost plus this dot price increase next year. Okay, this dot cost plus this dot price increase next year. Done. Okay, we created these functions, guys, and this is a constructor function. And now let's try to create object for this constructor function. That is, I'll say let Swift VDI is equal to new car, and here I have to pass the color, cost, and mileage. Guys, I'm passing the color as red, cost as 8 lakh, and mileage as like 22.17. Fine, this is what I'm doing. Now if I say, okay, if I say Swift VDI dot get car details, I'll get all the car details, right? I'll get all these car details, color, cost, mileage. I will get. Let's see that whether this part is working so far or not. Let me clear this out and say no demo dot. Yes. Okay, there is a problem, guys. Get car details is not a function. Okay, so what's the problem here? I have to say this dot, and here also I have to say this dot. Then it will work. Now clear it. Node demo dot. Yes, now it's working. Color of the car is red. Cost of the car is 8 lakh. Mileage of the car is 22. You get all the car details. Okay, all the car details you got. But guys, this one can you access at this moment? Can you access this price increase next year? Yes, it's possible, guys. Okay, but the company people don't want this to be accessible by everyone. Okay, this particular property, the company people don't want. Okay, they want to hide this. Okay, inside this constructor function, they want to hide this. They don't want to display outside. But at this moment, it's possible to access this, guys. Okay, so I can say Swift VDI dot. Okay, what is that? Price increase next year, right? Price increase next year. Okay, I'll say console.log, or otherwise I'll say is equal to, I'll change the price, guys. Okay, I'm able to change the price also. Okay, I'm able to change the price even though I'm not the owner of this particular cars or models of the cars. Okay, I'm still able to change this price. This is what is happening, guys. This should not happen, let's say. Okay, now if I say Swift VDI dot, okay, Swift VDI dot get next year car price, will 20,000 will be implemented? Will 20,000 will be added to the original cost, or will 50,000 will be added to the original cost? Original cost is 8 lakh, right? 8 lakhs plus 50,000 or 8 lakhs plus 20,000. Since we are able to access this property, the value will change. Okay, we are not hiding that. Okay, in this example, we are not hiding the price increase next year property. So anyone can change like this. Anyone can access and change like this. That's the problem. Let's run this. You will see the output as 8 lakhs 50,000 as the next year car price. Let me clear. The node demo dot. Yes, you see 8 lakhs 50,000 is coming. That means you are able to modify the price increase next year. That should not happen, let's say. So what I will do is, just to overcome that problem, if you want to implement the abstraction where this property should be hidden, okay, this property should not be available for everyone. Okay, then you have to hide it, right? How to hide this? How to hide this irrelevant or implementation kind of stuff? I will remove this, guys, and just provide let here. Okay, let price increase next year, and here I have to remove this not no more this, it's a let. Okay, let you already know, right? The scope of this let is up to, scope of this let variable is up to function only. Okay, outside the function you cannot access. Now if you try to change this will not change, guys. Let's do this again. Not this time it is hidden, guys. Okay, you cannot access. You see 8,20,000 is coming, guys. Here the price has not been changed. The price has not been changed, right? Can you see that? No one can change the price. It's hidden. So if you try to print out this, let's try to print out this, guys. Okay. So let's try to print out this console.log of shift VDA dot price increase next year. If I print out, you'll not be able to access, guys. This will not be done. This will not come, guys. Okay. You will get undefined or something in the output. Okay. Node demo.js. You see undefined is coming. Okay. You cannot get the what is the next year price. Okay. How much price they are trying to increase next year. Apart from this cost, original cost, how much price they are increasing next year is kind of hidden now from everyone. This is called as abstraction, guys. In abstraction, okay, in simple terms, okay, is a mechanism of hiding the irrelevant or implementation details and only showing the required details to the user. Here, we are hiding this particular detail from the user as part of the abstraction. We are hiding this price increase next year from the user. Okay, you cannot access this price increase next year outside the function. Okay, this is called as abstraction, guys, hiding the details. So hope, guys, you understood how abstraction is possible in JavaScript. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video session. Thank you. Bye.